Yuma's mayor says he will not run for re-election. Coming up next on Your Local News on Fox 9, Al Krieger says he will not take the city's top seat again, but he's not going away. Another arrest is made in connection with the murder of Crystal Figueroa.
We're less than a day away from the Yuma County Fair opening its doors. I'm Maurice Madine with a preview coming up next.
Plus, a couple of fires break out simultaneously in Brawley. Now police are on the hunt for an arsonist. Your Local News on Fox 9 starts now.
From Yuma and San Luis to El Centro and the Imperial Valley, this is KECY Fox 9 News.
I have a lot of pain that will wake me up throughout the night a bunch of times.
Thousands of vets, just like the one you heard from, are still waiting for the VA to help them. Now the agency has plans to get these men and women cared for more carefully and more quickly. Good evening. Thank you for joining me. I'm Anna Chalk. This is Your Local News on Fox 9. That's a story you don't want to miss, and it's coming right up. But first...
Well, I've come to a final decision that I'm not going to seek re-election.
Yuma Mayor Al Krieger announced today that he will not seek re-election. His 4-year term expires this year. He did get a re-election nomination packet, but he says he's looking for other options. Krieger told KAWC's Michelle Faust today that he would not rule out a bid for state legislature. He says during his 8 years in office, he's always pushed for one thing.
I've been consistent, trying to make sure that we have fiscal accountability, that we're not throwing money away and wasting money on things that the government, our city government shouldn't be doing.
The mayor said no matter what, he plans to continue to serve the Yuma community and also did not rule out running for mayor again in the future. Now, for more on this, be sure to stay with us. We'll keep on top of this story as this story continues to develop. The police have arrested the man wanted in connection to the murder of Crystal Figueroa, but now they're after another suspect. Your local news reporter Vanessa Herrera has been following the story, and she joins us now with the latest details. Vanessa?
He's now in the legal system.
Early Sunday morning, the Yuma County Sheriff's Office arrested Jose Jimenez, a.k.a. Rascal. He was turned over to the Yuma Police Department in connection to the homicide of Crystal Figueroa.
Jose was the one that we were, from the beginning, trying to get a hold of.
Also arrested with Jimenez, a man who was previously questioned and released by police. Daniel Torres and Jose Torres have been arrested for hindering prosecution in the first degree. But now police are looking for another man, possibly the final suspect.
The last guy we're looking for is the remaining person that we want to talk to about this. So we've actually talked to everybody.
This is the man police are looking for. George Rios goes by the nickname Pelon. He is considered armed and dangerous, so police ask you to call them right away if you see him.
If you have information about a case and you have knowledge of it and you've been told that we're actively looking for someone, and then you don't tell us that you know where they are or that you're in company with them, that you're with them, the chances are that you're going to be arrested for that.
An autopsy on Figueroa has been completed, but the medical examiner's office won't release any details to us. So Sergeant Leanne Worthen explains why authorities, too, won't release the details.
We are still actively investigating it. Just because the arrest is done doesn't mean the investigation is.
Jose Jimenez, Daniel Torres, and Jose Torres are all scheduled to be arraigned tomorrow. Vanessa Herrera reporting for Your Local News.
And Yuma County Sheriff's deputies are working to identify a man who they believe drowned. Sheriff's deputies found a Hispanic adult man who likely drowned in the 8100 block of Avenue D, right there on the map you're looking at. The man was found wearing all black. Officials say he was probably riding on a bike right before the incident. And this case is still under investigation. If you know anything, please give authorities a call. 4 men walk into a Food City and pepper spray employees, all in what police say was a botched robbery. Your local news anchor Anna Hayes is here now with this story. Anna?
Anna, good evening. A dramatic weekend for some Food City employees. The robbery happened Saturday afternoon. Yuma Police Department says 4 men tried to shoplift from the Food City on 8th Street. Once store employees caught on and confronted them, the suspects pepper sprayed the employees and then drove away. YPD later located their vehicle at Gateway Park and took 3 suspects into custody. 19-year-old Jeremy Rose, 23-year-old William Murrieta, and 20-year-old Rafael Garcia Campuzano. Now, the fourth suspect, Pedro Garcia, is still on the loose this evening. Officials say that Garcia is 23, 5'5", Hispanic male, about 130 pounds, with a shaved head, brown eyes, and a small mustache. Please tell your local news if you know anything about this case. Please contact them at 78 Crime. Anna, back to you.
Thanks, Anna Hayes. Now to two fires in Brawley. Now police there are looking for one suspect they think may be behind both the blazes. Your local news reporter Patrick Hayes is in the Imperial Valley with this story.
Anna, I'm standing in the spot where one of two fires were started over the weekend, and police say they're on the lookout.
Yes, we had two simultaneous fires take place on the 500 block of Main Street in Brawley.
Two fires, one suspect. Police tell me they think the one person who started the fire behind Lumen's Floral also started a fire behind a nearby doctor's office.
We are concerned it may be the same individual based on the location and types of fires that are started.
And a Brawley man suspects the same thing.
But I'm not an expert on that kind of thing, but yeah, I would say so.
These fires are the most recent in a string of Brawley blazes affecting local businesses.
I couldn't get to Johnny's Burritos when the Superior Furniture burned down because they had everything blocked off. And I discovered the old women's health club across the street right there is burned down. And then today I walked down here and I saw this all taped off.
The Brawley Police Department is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the arsonist.
Dumb criminals talk, they brag, so somebody might know.
What is interesting about these fires is that debris was brought in and piled up and then lit on fire. Anyone that sees any suspicious piles of debris within the alleyways should give us a call and let us know.
One person affected by the fire, Dr. Mohammed Edmani.
We got a call at home from the lady who was cleaning that your parking lot is on fire.
That means staff and patients won't have a place to park.
If I see the arsonist, I would just ask him why. I mean, this causes so much of inconvenience to the parents who bring the sick kids here.
Now, the fortunate thing, Anna, no one has been hurt. These fires have taken place in abandoned buildings or outside the normal business hours. Reporting for your local news, I'm Patrick Hayes.
And if you've been by the fairgrounds here in Yuma, you've probably noticed all the lights and rides are up and ready to get going for this year's county fair. I didn't get out to the fairgrounds today, but your local news reporter Mauricio Marin did. He took these pictures for us. He'll be here in just a bit with the preview of the festivities. And let me say, it looks like a lot of fun as it is every year. Right now we're sitting at about 75 degrees, perfect weather for fairgoers, but will it stay that way all week? Nicole Gomez is here now with a quick check of your local forecast. Nicole?
Well, I hope you had a nice day today. Overall temperatures yesterday very warm across our area. Close to the 90-degree mark. Mexicali saw temperatures at 86, 87 for El Centro. As far as this morning, we're off to a nice start. 57 in Mexicali, Blythe 53 and 60 in Yuma. It was also a nice day today, still dealing with those warm temperatures. I'll let you know what we can expect for the rest of the work week. That's coming up in your full forecast.
Sounds good. Thanks, Nicole, and welcome to the Fox 9 team. Immigration is on the political front again today. Coming up on your local news in HD, an agreement seems to be in sight, but how long will it take to get there? Plus, Governor Jan Brewer is looking to replace a local judge who has officially removed himself from the bench. This is your local news on Fox 9. Stay with us. Eight 5-3? Oh, okay. Drop molester. Why does my clock say we're at 9:30? No. Drop molester, please. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, did they not make us one?
They did. I didn't realize now that it wasn't downloaded. All of them worked for that one, and I downloaded it 15 hours.
Okay, no worries. Okay. All right. Thank you. I can't. Okay. Thanks for coming back with us. Yuma County Superior Court Judge Jim Clark has officially resigned, and now Arizona Governor Jan Brewer is on the search for Clark's replacement. As you recall, he won the seat for District 4 judge in last year's election against Judge David Hawes. In Clark's resignation letter, he stated personal reasons for his resignation. A bipartisan immigration reform bill seems closer than ever, and the speed at which a group of lawmakers seems to have reached an agreement is nothing short of amazing. Dana Bash reports, though, it's not a done deal yet, and there are still several possible obstacles to a final bill.
I am very bipartisan optimism about one of the most polarizing issues, immigration reform.
Well, I think we've got a deal.
Every major policy issue has been resolved.
Senate negotiators had already come together on some of the biggest flashpoints. A 13-year earned path to citizenship, allowed only after specific border security measures are enacted, and an employment verification system. The last piece of the complex puzzle is now in place. A low-skilled guest worker program that pleases big business, which wants more workers, and big labor, which wants to protect American jobs.
The beauty of this program is that it rises and falls with the economy. So then when the economy is booming, there will be more visas available for foreign workers, and when it's not, there won't be. And that's something that we've never seen in the United States before.
That's giving way to a tentative immigration agreement in relative warp speed. Just 4 months of talks.
Si se puede.
Thanks to President Obama's unprecedented 71% win among Latinos. Exhibit A, Marco Rubio. He's a critical conservative member of the so-called Gang of Eight working on immigration reform.
That there are 11 million human beings in this country today that are undocumented. That's not something that anyone is happy about.
But Rubio is also a rising GOP star who may be eyeing a presidential run where Republican primary voters are still reluctant to support what he's doing. A recent poll showed just 38% of Republicans support a path to citizenship for illegal workers. It's one reason Rubio released a cautious statement, saying reports of a bipartisan deal are, quote, premature. Sources familiar with the talks believe Rubio will ultimately support immigration reform, but wants to signal a go-slow approach to conservatives traditionally wary of backroom deals. To lure other Republicans, CNN has told GOP groups in favor of immigration reform are gearing up to run more supportive ads like this.
A modern economy needs modern immigration laws, and Senator Graham gets that.
Again, that was Dana Bash reporting that the deal still has to be turned into legislation. That process is now underway, and aides to the 8 senators involved will be working on it all week. Their goal is to formally unveil the bipartisan immigration bill early next week, but sources caution that they expect it to be a long process lasting well into the summer. And it's the event we wait for all year. Coming up on your local news on Fox 9, a sneak peek at tomorrow's opening day of the Yuma County Fair. And just another quick reminder to head to Facebook and click like on my page, facebook.com/Anna Chalk. I'll leave you with that information, and we'll be back on the other side of this break. One 425. Straight to weather, I guess. Well, yeah, just go straight to weather. I'm super over. And I'm going to go do the 10. Did she say thank you or something? Yeah. All right. Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Anna.
Right.
Overall, nice temperatures this weekend. And
yeah, we should do tower cam then real quick. Come straight up to tower cam and then... Nice. I like it. It's gorgeous. All right, just under 75 degrees with some wind. Here's Nicole Gomez. Hey, so straight up to Tower Cam weather. I'm going to run and do some stuff for the 10, and then, so keep times if you wouldn't mind. Thanks, dude. I'm so glad that it's you. You're not going to change to Eric's schedule if he leaves, are you? Well, like you're keeping your city job, right? So you can't take that schedule, right? Okay, well, that's not production work. That's his work on the side. Yeah, that he's choosing. Thanks for coming back with us. You're looking outside at a live shot from our Fox 9 Tower Cam. We're just under 75 degrees, and as you can see from the little bit of bounce in that picture, we got some winds. For more on that, we're going to go to the newest member of the Fox 9 team, forecaster Nicole Gomez. Nicole?
Thanks, Anna. Overall, nice temperatures this weekend, and we saw some pretty nice temperatures today as well. High pressure pretty much bringing us this nice weather that we are seeing. Now, we are tracking that next system, but as you can see, it's well to our north, and we're going to continue to stay pretty dry across our area. Most of those showers along Salt Lake City, and also tracking towards Albuquerque and Denver. Again, we're going to continue to stay nice and warm. As far as our temperatures, we'll continue to warm up as well. Yuma, around 80 degrees for your future temperatures, but of course, as we head into the morning hours, we'll start to see those temperatures drop to around 69 degrees for Yuma, and during the morning hours at around 5 o'clock in the morning, we'll start to slowly cool off. So the weather's not looking too bad for us for the rest of the work week. It's going to be pretty nice. For tonight, Blythe 55 degrees, 52 in Quartzsite, and temperatures for Welton will be at 58 degrees. We'll warm up tomorrow to the 80s across our area with plenty of sunshine. 55 degrees tonight for Calexico, Mexicali, 58. We'll pretty much see 60s throughout the evening tonight. 87 for Calexico tomorrow and Mexicali, 86 for San Luis. So no complaints about our forecast. 83 Salton City and Brawley as well. Yuma tonight, expect temperatures in the 60s. Northwest winds around 5 to 15 miles per hour. We could still deal with those occasional breezes during the afternoon hours. 85 degrees for tomorrow. Again, it's going to be pretty nice. For El Centro, 58 degrees tonight with west winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. We could see gusts around 20 miles per hour for tonight and tomorrow. 84 is the expected high. So overall for your Wednesday, 87 degrees. So it's going to be pretty nice. 89 for you on Thursday, 90 on Friday, 89 for you on Saturday. Then that next system will bring us some breezy winds for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And notice temperatures for Monday will drop down to 83. We'll see 82 on Tuesday. Our overnight lows are going to be in the 60s.
Thank you so much, Nicole, and again, welcome to the team. The Grand Ole Fair is less than a day away from opening its doors right here in Yuma, and what would the fair be without farm animals? Hundreds of people brought out their animals getting ready for their competitions. Your local news reporter Mauricio Marin spent the day with some of them and has more in this report.
Leticia Guzman and her family are dropping off her rabbit, Snow, at the Yuma County Fair. She first got interested in animals thanks to a friend.
My friend Bethany, she told me if I wanted to do 4-H, but I decided yes. So I asked my mom, and she said yes.
Her mom, Maria, had a little hesitation at first.
Her dad and I were a little intimidated. We weren't quite sure if she'd handle it.
But now it's her daughter, Leticia's second year competing.
It's been going good. This year was a lot better and a lot easier than the first years.
Dropping off her rabbit and ready to show it off at the Yuma County Fair, opening tomorrow.
I was 5 years when I started.
It's Jack's first time entering into the Yuma County Fair competition, but he's been raising Old English, black-breasted red roosters for more than 10 years, and excited to show judges what he's got.
I'm going to compete on leadership. They look how I treat the birds. If I know the parts, like the wings, there are like 8 parts of the wings. the legs, the spurs. They look at the comb, how the animal behaves in your hands.
And of course, there'll be plenty of rides. You can see behind me all the rides set up for you come tomorrow. The gates open Tuesday at 3 in the afternoon for the 61st Annual Yuma County Fair. Don't forget Tuesday's $1 admission night. Come tomorrow, it's on. For your local news in HD, I'm Horacio Marin.
And of course, there will be plenty of good food out there, lots of fried and delicious treats for everyone to try. Coming up next on your local news in HD.
The fact is that they should have been ready for this. They should have known. They should have been putting in dollar for dollar into the VA what they were putting into the war.
Vets are promised more help from the VA. That's coming right up, so stay with us. $2058. Drop new SARS, China, and USPS pharmacy. Those will be in the 10. Yeah. Sorry, say it again.
Thanks, Anna.
Yeah, if you could. 'Cause see how it covers up? Thanks for coming back with us. From PTSD to pain, a new study says America's veterans are not getting the care that they need. The Institute of Medicine says backlogs and red tape are keeping the government from keeping up with claims. Athena Jones has more now from Washington.
The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. 10 years of fighting, a lifetime of pain for millions of veterans.
At nighttime, I have terrible nightmares.
32-year-old Jeff Millard suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder and back pain after a 13-month tour in Iraq. He hasn't gotten a full night's rest in years.
I have a lot of pain that will wake me up throughout the night a bunch of times.
He has a full-time job working with homeless veterans and gets 50% disability benefits, but needs more government help to get the intensive treatment he needs.
There's programs, but they're usually pretty intense, and they're offered during the daytime, and I work full-time.
Veterans like Millard are frustrated with a government system that wasn't ready for them. He's appealed for 100% disability, but his appeal is stuck in a claims backlog of more than 600,000 cases.
The fact is that they should have been ready for this. They should have known. They should have been putting in dollar for dollar into the VA what they were putting into the war.
A new study by the Institute of Medicine shows the federal government can't keep up with the needs of more than 2 million Americans who served overseas since 9/11.
These people have volunteered for this service. There's an inherent commitment of society to take care of them if they have been unfortunately wounded in action, either mentally or physically. And we're basically going to be taking care of some of these people until the day they die.
The Pentagon plans a careful look at the study's key findings and said it will work with the Veterans Administration to provide a response to Congress by June. VA officials say they have a plan to fix the backlog.
Our commitment is we're going to end the backlog in 2015. This has been decades in the making, 10 years of war.
But 2015 is a long way away from Millard.
To me, 2 years of waiting is 2 years without treatment. I mean, imagine you had a debilitating injury and had to wait 2 years for treatment.
Athena Jones, CNN,
they call me
Washington.
And they give me this case manager who is supposed to.
There's much more on the other side of this break. Stay with us. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep going on those last two VOs. Well, hopefully the kid president joke, we can go out on the sound full to the end. We should have time for it. How long does the package run?
129.
Okay, we should be good.
Whoever said laughter.
You can easily counteract a stressful response with laughter.
In fact, research shows that 15 minutes a day of laughter, real deep belly laughter, is as important for your heart as 30 minutes of exercise 3 times a week.
Probably get to kid president joke, but I'll try. Welcome back and happy April Fool's Day. Did you get a chuckle today? Hopefully you did. If you did, you've done something good for your heart. And that's because laughing can loosen up the blood vessels that keep your heart healthy. And that's no joke. Here's Holly Furfer with more in today's Health Minute.
Whoever said laughter is the best medicine was onto something. Because over the years, scientists have found that laughter is great for your health.
Some studies suggest lowering blood pressure. There have been other investigators that have shown that there may be an effect on immune response. So perhaps better response to someone who has the common cold or infections when they laugh.
Researchers have found when you laugh, really laugh, it opens up your blood vessels, causing less stress on your heart. And it can also de-stress the rest of the body by releasing endorphins from the brain. And that's good, because stress can cause the brain to overload with chemicals that could lead to high blood pressure, even a stroke or heart attack.
You can easily counteract a stressful response with laughter.
In fact, research shows that 15 minutes a day of laughter, real deep belly laughter, is as important for your heart as 30 minutes of exercise 3 times a week. Now, that doesn't mean you should skip the gym and watch Woody Allen movies every day, but giggling a lot is therapeutic. Best way to chuckle? Doctors recommend stay in touch with those you love and love being with. Studies have shown that people with a strong friend base are healthier both mentally and physically. For today's Health Minute, I'm Holly Furfer.
And getting pulled over is not usually a laughing matter unless you're this guy, the Easter Bunny. Check this out. That guy got pulled over for not obeying the rules of the road in Southern California on Saturday. Well, it was actually someone dressed up like the Easter Bunny anyway. This was released from California Highway Patrol just south or just right around San Diego. Have a great night. We'll see you back here again tomorrow.